Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Hello and welcome to Riverview Stadium. We're at Wildfield tonight where the Northview Cougars are hosting the crosstown rivals Dothan Tigers. I'm Mick Kirk along with George Willard. George, it's good to be here tonight, and it's a good thing for the city, this rivalry.
Absolutely, and especially being played on this week, we had a hurricane come through, so it's nice to have a little bit of a distraction. As you were telling me in the pregame that this is the 40th year that these teams have met. I believe that Dothan High leads this 22-18. So anytime that we get this rivalry together, I mean, it's a good time. So I'm excited to see what's going to go on tonight.
Yeah, it's Northview leads it. Northview 18-22, you're right, versus Dothan. And it's a big rivalry. This game last year ended up Northview won it by a score of 31-3 last year. So Dothan wants to come back and get some revenge. And this is a big game. And we'll tell you about a lot of the players that have played in this game over the years. Some have gone on with very successful college careers, very successful professional careers, and success in life.
Absolutely, and this just goes to show that there's a lot of talent in this area. So, in 5 to 10 years, there's no telling, who we're watching right now, what they're going to be doing at the next level. So,
yeah. So the Northview will be receiving back deep for the Cougars is number 1 Jabri Barber. He's a key player tonight, and also look out. And also back deep is number 4 Ricky Millender, and one other player back deep you can look for is number 13, Malachi Harvey. So I'll tell you, these guys are very fast. And the thing about Northview has a lot of speed to the outside.
They do, and, they usually run a 3 running back system with that offense. So to see those, to get those running backs going is very key to them.
Barber takes it, and he's got some running room. He gets to the outside, and he's hit, but he stays on his feet. And he's knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the 31.
That's a great run there by Barber. He's very explosive. He's shown that in the past. So I'm excited to see what kind of game he has tonight. Because that's what the Northview offense relies on is Malachi Harvey and Jabri Barber. So
quarterback tonight for the Cougars, I believe it's number 8, Jamal Lane. It is Lane. He's a very explosive runner. He throws a few good passes, but I tell you what, he can move this offense.
That's right, and that's what you want to have in this style of offense that they run. They don't really open it up too much by throwing the ball, but he has shown that he is capable of doing that.
So Barber, nothing there. Matter of fact, a loss of 1. It brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Cougars.
And that was a tackle there by number 5, Jalen Lockhart. So nice play by him coming out of the safety position to crash and getting into the backfield right there.
So it's a 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. And the Tigers look a little different tonight. The red that they're wearing is a little different from the red we are used to seeing them play.
That's right. Yeah, it's a little bit more fluorescent, It seems like what the colors are going to these days. So
2nd and 11. I cannot believe these teams have played 40 times. This series started in 1978. Yeah, and that time Lane keeps it and takes it out to about the 35.
So not a bad run right there on 2nd down. It's going to be about a 3rd and 6 right here. And that was number 2 on the tackle, Buddy Holt. Or I'm sorry, not Buddy Holt. Sorry, folks. Let me pull that name up for you real quick.
Number 2 for Dothan?
Yeah, number 2 for Dothan.
Let's see. Don't have that. We'll see if we can find out.
Oh, that's Zay Wimberly.
So it's a 3rd and 6 for the Cougars. The pitch out to Barber, and he breaks a tackle, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, and credit, Dothan High right there, able to close the edge on Barber, not allowing him to get all the way over to the sideline. So just good defense there on the first drive.
So Dothan forces Northview into a 3-and-out on their first possession of the game. Back deep for Dothan is number 6, Eric James. Jack Martin's the kicker. He's a punter, the kicker, and he does everything.
That's a good high
and he
punt
does
there.
everything well.
He does.
So Dothan will be starting on their own 23-yard line. So Northview go 3-and-out on their first drive of the game.
We talked about the speed of Northview's offense. We need to talk about the speed of Dothan High's offense between Tiberius Webb and Cam Dawsey. Those two guys in the backfield are very electric. So, I think that's a big key for Northview's defense is to contain those guys.
So Dawsey is the quarterback, number 4 for the Tigers. He takes the snap and he keeps it and he tries to move forward, but the Cougars did a good job of penetrating and getting in the backfield before Dawsey could get anything going.
Absolutely. Folks, y'all just saw the area's best defensive line right there. And, that's going to be the main task for the offensive line for Dothan High is how do they manage that defensive front for Northview, because they've had a very good year this year. They're very experienced with a bunch of seniors on the line. So, that's very important for Dothan High's offense.
A loss of 3, 2nd and 13 for the Tigers. They hand the ball off to number 2, and that's Zay Wimberly. And not anything there. Northview is really doing a good job of slowing the Dothan attack.
Yeah, and that was a tackle there by Sorrell Reese. He's an outside linebacker, and he did a really good job of closing the edge right there, so Webb wasn't able to get to the sideline.
So a 3rd and 12. That was a gain of 1 for the Tigers. Whoa, that should be a flag there. Yeah, that time. Interference.
And, that didn't even need to happen. That ball was overthrown, and 27, Myron Bell for Northview he just wasn't thinking on that play. There was no reason for him to grab a hold of the receiver. It wasn't going to be caught, and now Dothan High is going to have an automatic first down.
Right, so the Tigers keep that drive alive after Northview commits a big penalty that will keep the Tigers moving.
Yeah, we see Fisher Parrish come into the game now at safety for Northview.
So they march off some big yards, and the ball is moved out to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 36.
Five wide here for Dothan.
Whoa, boy, that could have been a disaster, but Wimberly was able to hold on to the ball. He didn't get a good, clean transfer there.
No, he didn't, and it almost was a recovery there by Northview, but luckily he was able to haul it in and picked up good yardage there on first down.
Yeah,
Zay Wimberly.
He picks up about 6, so it brings up 2nd and 4.
Yep. Official timeout here.
The officials are talking to the players. So 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. Wembley again, and he moves forward in just shy of the 45.
Yeah, he picked up 2 yards right there, and he was tackled by Braxton Dyer. It's a name we've called a lot on Northview's side of the ball. So 3rd and manageable here. You got to feel good about this drive so far for Dothan, if you're Dothan.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because this drive started back on their own 23-yard line,
right,
and they have it out at 44. They're on 44.
That's one thing Dothan needs to do in this game. You know, they've had some struggles this year, and I think if they can just sustain a drive and control the clock against Northview, you know, they're gonna have success.
We have a whistle. Timeout, Dothan. So with 7:01 left in the first, Dothan nothing, Northview nothing. You out of focus, Brian. So it's a 3rd and short. And I tell you, Dawson keeps it, and he takes it into Northview territory.
Yeah, that was a good play call right there. He kept it on the quarterback sneak, and credit the offensive line right there. They created a nice hole for him, and, you know, he was able to gash him right there and pick up a 1st down in Northview territory.
So Dothan is they've had a little help on a couple of penalties, but they have moved the ball pretty well so far. Dawson keeps it again and goes up the middle. He picks up a couple of yards.
Yeah, it was a tackle there by Nathan Cobb, the middle linebacker for Northview. Definitely one of the leaders of this defense.
Oh, yes, Cobb is definitely a good player.
Absolutely. He's had a really good year.
We saw him intercept a couple of passes in one of the games earlier this year.
Yeah, he's been very active. You know, he's really good when he plays the run, but he can drop back in coverage and, like you said, create some plays there.
A gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. They give the ball to Wembley, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss.
Yeah, and that was just a heck of a play right there by Braxton Dyer. Was able to get off his man and met Wembley in the backfield, and, you know, big tackle for loss right there. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that was a loss of about 5. So it's a 3rd and 15 for the Tigers. Ball back just on the 50-yard line.
Uh-oh.
And another big sack that time by number 5 for the Cougars. That was Jamari Stacy.
Yeah, and just a great play call right there. You know, Stacy comes off the edge on a blitz and is not picked up by any offensive lineman. Just had a clear shot at Dawsey right there and makes a big play on 3rd and long. You know, edge rushers love a 3rd and long because the offense is pretty much passing. They're able just to pin their ears back and just go get after them.
So the Cougars did a good job of they have stepped it up defensively, and so they force the punt, and the punt goes straight up with no distance. It went higher than it did long.
I think they actually lost a yard on that. Nope, that punt went 2 yards.
Wow. So Northview will be taking over in Dothan territory at the Dothan 42.
It's a good starting field position here for the Cougars.
It is, and so the Cougars, you know, have a short field. And we talked about their strength, and their strengths are to the outside.
That's right.
They have a lot of speed to the outside, and we'll see if they try to take advantage of it. They go to the outside, and that's Jabri Barber. He's got some running room, and he cuts back in, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 25.
Yeah, that was just a heck of a play right there by Barber. You know, tried to take the ball up the middle, but nothing was there, so he's able to bounce it outside and picks up a big gain there on first down, and there's another first down here for Northview.
First and 10, the ball at the 35 of the Tigers. One thing Dothan has been liking is good special teams play this season. So we'll see what materializes here. Cougars. Lane keeps it, and he's dropped for a loss.
Yeah, it was just a nice play there by number 9, Stevan Ware. He just came up and snuffed out that quarterback sneaker in the back. Now it's going to be about 2nd and 12 here for the Cougars.
3:54 left in the first. No score between the Tigers of Dothan and Northview, the Cougars of Northview, as they meet for the 40th time.
40th anniversary.
Ball goes back to Barber, and he's been chased, and we see a flag, and he's going nowhere.
Yeah, I think that flag's going to be on Malachi Harvey there. Barber tried to kick it out to that side of the field, and Harvey had a good hold on his man, and the thing is just going to back Northview up 10 yards. Here it is.
So the penalty is called against the Cougars, and they will back up 10 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 22 here.
Ball back at the 40-yard line. They'd actually advanced the ball down to the 25. It started at the 42-yard line. So it would be 2nd and 18. Handoff. Nothing there, and a host of Tigers in on that stop.
Yeah, that defensive line for Dothan High has been playing really good tonight, and that's, you know, been able to keep the running game for Northview in check. Northview's had some success going to the outside, but as far as running up the middle, there's been nothing there for them.
Nothing. 3rd and still about 20. Well, actually, it's a little more than 20, about 24.
Just run. Yeah, good.
Lane is running around it. He's tripped up, and he's short of the first down. Northview not able to take advantage of the great field position they had after the punt by Dothan.
Yeah, they had, you know, they got hit in the backfield on first down, and then on second down they had a holding penalty, and that really just stifled their drive, and they're going to have to turn to their special teams now.
And I tell you what, Jack Martin, we saw him kick one from 53 earlier this year, so this one will be for 50.
Yep.
He didn't get a good hold that time.
No, bad snap. And Grayson Davis, number 11, I thought that was Grayson Davis, but it's Addison Mims. Tried to make something happen, but just usually when that happens, it's a botched play. And
yeah.
if you don't have Les Miles on the sidelines, that's usually not going to turn out good.
Yeah. So the Cougars turn it over on downs after getting great starting field position. They started on the Dothan 42-yard line. So the Tigers will be taking over at their own 33.
Man in motion. Dawsey takes off, gets a block.
Gets across the 40 down, enough for a Tiger first down, up near the 45.
Yeah, Dawsey's having a nice game right now running the ball out of the backfield, and if he can continue to, keep this Dothan High running game going, and Dothan High can control this clock, it's going to create a lot of problems for Northview. Donald Glenn on the tackle.
Number 4 is Darcy. And I tell you, he's been a good weapon for the Tigers this year.
He is. This is his first year starting for this team, and I think he's done just about as good as you could hope for.
Boy, that was a big hit that time by number 9 of the Cougars, Cameron Truitt.
That was a big hit.
So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. As we wind down, the first quarter is about to end. We have about 30 seconds left in the first. It's been a pretty fast first.
It has
quarter.
been. We haven't seen very many stops as far as penalties, and it's been mostly running the ball. So clock will tick off pretty quick doing that.
Pitch out.
Nice move
Good
by
move
James.
that time, and across midfield.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run there by Eric James. Made a couple guys miss and was able to cut it upfield and pick up about 7 or 8 yards right there.
So we've come to the end of the first, and the score is the Northview Cougars nothing, the Dothan Tigers nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to Riphew Stadium, Wildfield, where we're getting set to start the second quarter of action. I'm Mitt Kirkland along with George Willard. And George, the first was kind of a punch for punch.
It was, both teams seem to be feeling each other out. It's more of a defensive struggle right now. So no turnovers yet and very little penalties. So I think we're going to be in for a tight one tonight, Mitt.
Looks like it. We've seen these games going overtime, double overtime, and I think at least one went into triple overtime over the entire series.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter who's really having the better year. This game pretty much neutralizes those teams. We've had some really close games where Dothan was favored, but Northview kept it close and ended up winning. So that's usually what happens in a rivalry game. You kind of play your best game against your rival, and we've seen that in these games.
Yeah, and you can throw away the records a lot of times.
Yep.
So Dothan will punt, and they get off a much better punt that time. It's taken at the 20 by Barber,
oh, man,
and he's got some running room. He's got one man to beat, and he kind of slips, and he's taken down inside the 35, but there's a flag at the 42.
Yeah, and I think that might be a block in the back right there. The one block he had upfield let his man get by, and I believe he came back and hit him in the back. So I think this is going to be a spot foul, but they're probably going to back him up 10 yards here.
But a good return by Jabri Barber.
That was very excellent right there. Set up nice for him on the outside. He got in that lane, and I thought he was going to take it to the house. I should know what that is because I work with a referee, and he told me that, and I cannot remember when you bring your two fists together what that call is.
But it moves the ball way back.
Yeah.
Must have been 15 yards.
It is a 15-yard penalty because it's considered a personal foul, but I can't remember what the technical term is for it.
So that negates half of the yards that Barber was able to make on the return, the punt return. Ball's on the 43, so we'll call it Northview starting on their own 43. First and 10. Hand the ball off to Harvey, and he's met at the gain of about 1. So it brings up a second We'll give him 2, 2nd and 8. Both teams are trying to get something going, sustain some kind of a drive.
Look for him to go up the middle again right here. Oh, screen pass.
And the screen pass. Wide open is Barber, and he could take it to the house, and he does.
What a play right there. You know, fake screen that that held the safety right there. Barber was able to get behind him and just make an Odell Beckham Jr. type one-handed catch. Takes it down the middle of the field for the first touchdown of the game.
That was 55 yards coming from Lane to Barber.
That was a nice play right there. Well drawn up play.
Wow, that was beautiful. And I tell you what, once Barber got it, he was headed home.
All right, somebody's car is about to get hit.
Extra point up, and it's good.
And the car survived.
Yeah, I tell you, every time Jack Martin puts a foot in it, I tell you what, one night we saw it sail almost across Tate Drive. So the Cougars go up 7-0 with 10:54 left in the first half. So Northview puts together a 67-yard drive, capped off with a 55-yard touchdown pass from Jamal Lane to Bree Barber. So that one goes into the end zone. And I tell you, Martin, he doesn't have many returns.
He doesn't. You know, that's a good thing to have on special teams. If you can just minimize, you know, those explosive plays or those chances for those kind of plays and start your opponent out on the 20-yard line, no coach is going to complain there.
So Dothan will be starting on their own 20. 1st and 10. We'll see if they can come back and answer the Northview drive. Cameron Dawsey is the quarterback for the Tigers. Quick out, and it's incomplete.
It's for Wimberly there.
Yeah. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. I tell you what, I've been at quite a few of these matchups over the years. I was here at the very first Northview Dothan game.
Wow.
In 1978.
Do you remember who won?
I think Northview.
Yeah.
That's when Coach Harry Wayne Parrish was at Northview, and Coach Devane was at Dothan High.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I remember being down on that field, and I actually interviewed both coaches before the game.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Sure did. 40 years ago. I guess I was about 5 years old or so. Not hardly. Timeout on the field. 10:27 left in the second. 7-0 Northview. 2nd and 10 Tigers. And Dawsey had a man open, and he couldn't hang on to it. That'll make it a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, so far Dothan High's had a hard time getting it going through the air. You know, I think right there on 2nd down, you might want to run it, try to gain some positive yards. You're not dealing with another 3rd and long here.
Tigers have to try to get something going here. They're going to give Northview a good field position again. Pass is almost intercepted. I'll tell you, number 3, Nigel Lee got his hand on that one.
About made a great play right there.
So it's incomplete, so the Tigers will have to punt again. They have had the ball 3 times, and this is their 3rd punt. It's a good high punt, a much better punt that time, and it goes to, that's number 1, Jabri Barber, and he downs the ball right at midfield. So Northview starting with good field position again. Their last drive started on their own 43, and this one starts right at, actually in Dothan territory, the Dothan 49-yard line. Lane is the quarterback, and he loses the ball, but I think he was able to fall back on it. Loses about a yard. 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. Northview had a couple of big wins this year. One of the big wins was they defeated Enterprise convincingly.
They did. And, you know, they've had a couple close games with some really good teams, too. You know, they had a pretty close game with Wetumpka, the number 1, or they were the number 1 team in 6A. And then the same thing with Park Crossing, you know, who's been the main foe of theirs in this 6A region.
They give it to Harvey, and nothing there. He loses another yard. So Northview's going in the wrong direction here.
Yeah.
But Dothan is doing a good job defensively.
They really are. That defensive line's getting off their blocks right there and creating a lot of problems in the backfield for Northview.
So it's a 3rd and 12 for the Cougars. Pitch back, whoa, and a great open field tackle that time by number 9 for the Tigers. Where?
Yeah,
and it's another loss. And that's what you want to see, a good open field tackle.
Yep, you know, that's their safety right there. He's had a couple plays in the backfield, and so far in this first half, he's really reading this Northview offense really well, and he's exploding to the ball right now.
So it brings up a 4th down. The Cougars not able to do anything with the great field position they had. Punt by Martin. It's a good high punt, and it's taken by number 6 of Dothan, and that's Eric James. He takes it at about the 23. So Dothan defensively did a good job. They had Northview going in the wrong direction that time.
Yeah, you know, they've just been able to keep, other than that one play where Northview really caught them looking, the Dothan High defense has showed up tonight.
Hey, if you keep doing good things defensively, sooner or later some good things will happen.
That's right.
So
they just need their offense now to get a good drive going so they can get some rest.
Yeah, because that could become a factor in the second half. The handoff and nothing there.
Number 23, Deshaun Roberson. Number 3 on the tackle, Nigel Lee. So that was actually Rainey for Dothan High. Ooh.
Nothing there, gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, and Emmanuel Walker met him right there at the line of scrimmage, so try to minimize how many hits your quarterback takes like that.
So that makes it a 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Tigers just have 3rd and 7 for the Tigers, excuse me. Dawsey passes the ball. And going the opposite direction is number 13. He's got some running room. He could take it.
Prove me wrong.
I tell you what, number 13 for the Tigers. Do you have that?
Yeah, Jamie Davis.
Davis, I tell you what, I thought he was going to lose a ton of yards.
Yeah, but he made a guy miss right there, and there was only one guy on the other side of the field, and he was able to get blocked, or, his teammate was able to block him. So, heck of a play right there to change field like that.
Wow, I tell you what, that was a play. He had some speed in order to reverse his field and then pick up a first down.
Absolutely. He probably ran 30 yards on that play. Ooh.
Whoa, bad decision that time.
Yeah, that fake pitch didn't work out right there, and you can't really run plays like this against this Northview defense. I mean, it's just the strong part of their team, and Jaquan Jackson with a heck of a play right there to just lock down that side of the field, and, Dawsey turned around, boom, there he was.
So a loss of 4. So it's a 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. We're down to 5:43 left in the first half. Dawsey goes and it's picked off.
Wow.
And he could take it, and no, he's knocked down. That was number 2 for the Cougars, Melvin, yes. The first turnover of the game.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play right there by Melton.
So Northview will be starting on the Dothan 31-yard line. So they start in great field position again. They have started their last 2 drives in Dothan territory. And they hand the ball off, and nothing there. That was Barber. He picks up a couple of yards. Ball's inside the 38 to 29-yard line of the Tigers. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. And Dothan, a good job of penetrating again. That was number 45 for the Tigers, getting into the backfield and stopping that play before it could start. Jamal Harris.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there. He just exploded in the backfield and made the play. Didn't get the tackle, but sometimes getting the tackle is not making the play. Right there, Harris made the play, and his teammate was able to finish right there with the tackle. And I believe that was number 56 on the tackle, Billy Turner.
So a loss of, so it's back to a 3rd and 13 for the Cougars.
Dothan's been really good on defense to force these 3rd and longs for Northview. Man.
Lane is being pursued, and he sees a man open, and a great catch that time on the tip by number 11 for Northview, Addison Mims.
Yeah, that was just a 50-50 ball that right there, and Mims went up and actually tipped it. When he came back down, the ball was right there, so he just snagged it. And, man, that was just a big play right there to put Northview in the red zone for the first time tonight. And got Dothan high on their heels late in the half. That was a nice play.
You know, we talked about some of the players that have played in this game, some of the former players that played in this game was Larry Roberts. He played with the San Francisco 49ers, had 2 Super Bowl championships in '89 and 1990. And he was on the team that one of Northview's state championship teams. Another player that played with Northview was Lawrence Dawson, who played with Tampa Bay and also coached at FSU.
Right.
And he
ironic,
was on the coaching staff when FSU won the national championship.
That's right. And it's pretty ironic. His son is the quarterback for Dothan High. So
we've seen some outstanding athletes. We have some others we'll be telling you about as the game progresses. But, you're looking at these guys, they're just guys around our buddies and people we know, sons and things. But you never know what's ahead for them.
Yeah, those 2 players you named right there definitely had great careers. And, like we talked about in the pregame, folks, they played on this field at one time. So there's a lot of talent in this area.
Timeout on the field, 2:50 left in the first half. The Cougars lead the Tigers 7-0. So the Cougars have a 2nd and 9. The ball on the 12-yard line. Jamal Lane. He keeps it. He cuts back to the inside, and he's stopped after a gain of a few yards. The ball is inside the 10, so it's a 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. Lane with Harvier in the backfield.
Timeout.
Yeah, we have timeout on the field, and right now we'll tell you about some of the other players. We were talking about players that have played with Northview that have had outstanding careers. Isaiah Reese played with the Dallas Cowboys. He attended UAB. Gabe Gross, but you know Gabe, right?
That's right.
And Gabe had a career. He played with quite a few teams. He played with Toronto, Milwaukee, Tampa Bay, and Oakland in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, and now he's an ESPN analyst for baseball, so college baseball.
Right, and Marquez White played with FSU, and they won that national. He was on the roster on that national championship.
That's right.
Game. And Maurice Llewellyn, who's currently playing with the University of South Alabama. We'll give you some information on the Tigers a little later on. But they've had some outstanding players, too.
Yeah, and they actually, the Caleb Tillman playing for Louisville.
Right.
And then A.J. Pierce for Troy.
Yeah, that's right, because Caleb played with Northview. Mm-hmm. He plays with Louisville.
And one of the coaches for Dothan High, Spencer Pybus, he played for Northview also. He played football at Auburn. So. Right.
And I remember Spencer Pybus playing out here on this field.
Man, he was really good.
He was just, we called his name all the time.
Yeah, he was one of the better high school linebackers we've had in this area.
So Martin's going for a field goal. This will be a 25-yarder. Up. And he drills it through. It would have been good from 50 because it's halfway across the parking lot.
That's right.
So Jack Martin puts his team ahead 10-0 with 1:55 left in the first half. The Cougars lead the Tigers. Okay. So the Cougars are set to kick off as Martin continues his duties. Field goals, kickoffs, and punts. I look for him to be playing on the next level.
Oh yeah,
George.
Yeah, he's I believe committed to South Alabama right now, so he's going to be a D1 kicker, that's for sure.
Wow.
Man, that was boomed.
Almost out of the end zone, as we say, no returns on Jack Martin kicks.
No, that's good special teams right there. You can go ahead and just count on the other team starting from the 20-yard line every kickoff. That's a good thing.
So Dothan will be starting, and they have a minute 55. A minute 55 left in the first half. Trailing the Cougars of Northview 10-0. Pass complete from Dawsey. And it's a good gain on first down over to, I believe that was number 2, was it?
Yeah, that was Wimberly. Yeah, picked up about 7 yards right there, maybe 8.
8.
Yeah.
So a good first down play for the Tigers.
Yeah, less than a minute and a half to go here, so you're going to have to speed your offense up a little bit.
Dawsey keeps it, and he picks up a first down, so that will stop the clock until the ball is set. 1:18 left.
Yeah, it's Cobb there on the tackle again.
Tigers is trying to get something good to happen before halftime. Oh, wow. He was trying to hit number 13 on that play, and it's incomplete. Second and 10. Just under 1 minute left. Dawsey keeps it, goes around the right side, and he's knocked out of bounds after a short gain. Third and 9 for the Tigers.
I think you want to throw the ball here and see if Dawsey can complete a pass. He's had a hard time tonight finding his receivers, and he had that interception too. So with 53 seconds, you got to get your offense moving a little bit if you want to score before the half.
Dawsey passes the ball, and it's complete. He breaks a tackle, and it takes it on the Northview side of the field. That was number 68 for the Tigers.
I think it was number 10, actually.
Was it 10 that caught the ball?
Deshaun Owens.
Okay, all right. So it's a Tiger first down and a completion by Dawsey. And the Tigers spiked the ball to stop the clock. So it will be second and 10. They've moved the ball down on the Cougar side of the field. The ball's on the 48-yard line. Actually, 47. Dawsey goes deep.
It's going to be intercepted, but I think they're going to throw a flag here for pass interference. There's Nigel Lee again.
It looks like it. I think it's going to be against the Cougars. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I think they're going to throw the flag on Melton there. Great play, though, by Lee. Came across the field to make that interception. Yeah.
And that should give the Tigers a first down. And, you know, why not go for it like that? Well, offsetting penalties.
Yeah, they call offensive holding right there. So
they'll just replay the down. 35 seconds left in the half. Dawsey keeps it, runs up the middle, and he's taken down shy of the 40.
Yes, Braxton Dyer there on the tackle. And I think Dothan High called a timeout. Yeah, they did.
Ball's on the 41-yard line of Northview. Dothan's trying to do something to put some points on the board before the half. And talking about some Dothan players that have played, former players, Larry L.B. Bracken is currently playing in the Arena League, and he was on a World Championship team. The Philadelphia Storm won the Arena League back in 2008, and I saw that game, and Larry was a big part of that victory.
Yeah, he's had a really good career in the Arena Football League. He's probably one of the best players of all time in that league. And, he went to junior college out of high school and actually got drafted into the NFL out of junior college.
Right.
So, folks, I should let you know how talented Larry Brackens is.
Well, Larry in basketball led Dothan to the state championship.
Yep.
And they lost with 8 seconds left by 1 point.
I know.
By 1 point.
And weren't they up in that game, too, with like a minute left?
They were up in the game until the last 8 seconds.
Oh, man.
And he went on he played college basketball out in California, junior high for a year.
Okay.
Junior college for a year.
Right.
And set all kinds of records and stuff. He was just
it.
a natural athlete. And like I say, he's currently playing in the Arena League. So a lot of players that have played in this game have excelled. Dawson drops the ball and picks it up and takes it up to about the 40. And we're talking about Cameron Melton,
Yep.
who played at Auburn. He was on – I'll tell you one of the cool things that happened. Melton was on Auburn's team when Auburn played Florida State,
Right.
and Marquez White was on Florida State team when they played for the championship, each other for the championship. So that's pretty cool to know. Then you have Jack Stanzel, who's currently playing with Harvard.
Oh, really?
You remember Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's currently playing with Harvard. And Malik Reed, who played with Dothan High,
Right.
and Tyson Williams are currently playing with Nevada.
Yeah, and then we had Tyrese Lindsey also. He's playing at Memphis. So.
Right. And then Devonair Martin is at Grambling University. We saw him make some exciting plays.
We sure did.
Out here on the field. And Tavoris Big Baby Butler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we saw him out here on the field. He's playing with Alabama A&M University.
Really?
So
Good for him.
we talk about I saw him play on ESPN. The funny thing they say they call he plays center and say that's Tavoris Butler, better known as Big Baby. I said, Big Baby, you made him when ESPN called you Big Baby.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, so we're at halftime where the Northview Cougars are leading the Dothan Tigers 10-0. We'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
And band director, Mr. Larry Baxter, who led you through the Northview Cougar Marching Band halftime show. The assistant directors are Jamie Howell and Patrick Jordan. The test instructor is Marcus Jordan. Major band instructors are Amanda Montgomery and Shelby Morris. The co-guard instructors are Kristen Hurts, the push reports, and the DJ Hayes. Major captains are Tatiana Payne and Macy Allen. Co-guard captains are Shakira Marsh and Ivana Park. The drum major is Adrian Lewis. Tonight's show is entitled The Arena of Gladiators. Drum major Adrian Lewis, is your band ready for tonight's performance? You may now take the field for tonight's performance.
Hello and welcome back to Riphue Stadium with Wildfield tonight, where the Northview Cougars are hosting the Dothan Tigers. I'm Mick Kirkland, bringing you the action along with George Willett. And George, that first half for Northview pretty much dominated things, but Dothan did a good job defensively.
They did do a good job defensively. Northview was able to create a turnover, and they had some big plays on special teams, which kind of helped them contribute to the 10-0 lead that they have right now, because the Dothan High defense has really stifled the Northview offense. Now, we did have a good pass by Jamal Lane in the second quarter to find Jabri Barber over the middle, and that's really what has separated the two teams right now. Dothan High, unfortunately, hasn't been able to get anything going on offense. They've been strictly run. They haven't been able to complete any passes, and I think that is just a credit to how good Northview's defense is. Their defensive line is really controlling the game, and so I think, it's an uphill battle right now for Dothan.
Pass is complete over to number 2 for the Tigers, and that is Zay Wimberly. So no gain on the play. So it's a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. One turnover in this game, an interception thrown by Dothan.
He's looking for a place to go.
Dawson gets away, and he gets across the 20, the 30, and he's finally brought down at midfield, and that is a big run for the Tigers of Dothan. They were backed up deep in their own territory at the 20, and that was about a 30-yard run by Dawson.
Yeah, he was met by a defender in the backfield, but just an athletic play right there to get away from him, to change, field, and had a wide open side over here on the left and was just able to get down to the 50-yard line, and just credit a good play by a good athlete right there.
So it brings up a 1st and 10 from the 50. We're at midfield. Dawson pitches out to Wimberly, and he picks up 5. That was that Wimberly?
It was.
Yeah. He picks up 5, so it brings up a 2nd down for the Tigers.
One thing we haven't talked about tonight is Tiberius Webb. He must be hurt or something. He's been an explosive player for Dothan High, but he hasn't been on the field tonight. So I wonder if he's been hurt, and could be a reason why Dothan's been having trouble getting anything going on offense.
You're exactly right. We have not seen him tonight. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Handoff, and nothing there.
Yeah, that was Eric James right there, but just met by Cobb at the line of scrimmage. And, Cobb has done a good job of stopping the run tonight. And, now we're going to have about a 3rd and 6 here for Northview.
So the the Tigers are in Cougar territory. This drive started on their own 20-yard line. The Cougars lead 10-0 over the Tigers. Dawson keeps it up the middle and cuts to the outside, and he launches forward, and he should have enough for 1st down, if not very close.
Yeah, that second effort right there, he's able to fall forward and get right to, I think, the 1st down marker. And I think they are signaling 1st down here for Dothan High. So he's having a nice drive so far.
Right. This drive started on the 20, and they moved it to the 40 of Northview.
They're really taking their time, too, which is a good sign. Trying to get the right play call in there and try to get good execution.
1st and 10, Tigers. Dawson, the ball is batted down. That was number 94 for the Cougars. Braxton Dyer knocking that one down.
He's had a really nice game, and, just adds another good game to what's already been a good year for Braxton Dyer. So he's definitely been a staple point for Northview's defensive line. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for Dothan High. You know, they've stayed in this 5-wide set. Well, now they bring Wimberley to the backfield, but they stayed at a 5-wide for about 4 plays this drive.
Quick pass, and he reverses field. He needs a couple of blocks, but he's not going to get them. And we have a flag.
Yeah, it's a late flag, too, and came from the center of the field, so wonder if that's going to be a hold or a block in the back. You know, that's about the 3rd time we've seen Dothan do that tonight, and this has been the night where it's actually, this is the play where it's actually backfired on them.
So we're waiting to see. Well, did they pick up the flag?
They did.
Okay, no flag on the play. 3rd and 15 for the Tigers. Tigers are probably in their best field position of the game. Dawsey decides to keep it and run, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 30, and it should be pretty close to a first down. It may be just a yard short.
That was a smart play right there by Dawsey, you know. I mean, he got the ball in the backfield. Nobody was open, and so the defense was pretty much contained there by the offensive line, so he was able to bust it up the middle and for a big gain right there, and I think they do give him the first down.
So Dothan has done a good job moving the ball. They come out first drive of the second half, and they've taken it from the 20 down to the Northview 30. And Wimberley takes it up close to another Dothan first down. It's probably going to be about a yard short, depending on the spot. He needed to get to the 20, and it's going to be at about the 21.
Still a good play there on first down, you know, make it 2nd and 1 here, so.
Dawsey keeps it, and he's trying to get outside. He's going to be short of the first down, and we have a flag.
Yeah, and that was Jamari Stacy right there, you know, tracking the quarterback down. He's had a nice game, but I think he might have got some of his face mask.
And if there's face mask on that, then that will definitely be a first down for the Tigers.
And it was.
Yeah, so that will give Dothan a first down.
Yeah, and it wasn't a personal foul face mask, so it's only going to be a 5-yard penalty, but still, you know, after a big second down play where you get a loss right there, that really hurts you because now Dothan High's dealing with a whole new set of downs.
1st and 10 from the 20 of Northview. 8:27 left in the 3rd. Northview leads Dothan 10-0.
Timeout.
Dothan wants a timeout with 8:18 left in the 3rd, and the score is Northview 10, Dothan nothing. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball on the 20. Dawsey looks. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Dothan.
Nice play right there by Dawsey. I mean, he hasn't been able to get the passing game going very much tonight, but had a man wide open right there at the end zone and finds him, and now Dothan High is on the board.
Do we have his number? Number 24. I don't have his number on the roster.
It's Jaden Fulmer.
Fulmer, okay. That was a 20-yard TD pass from Dawsey to Fulmer. So Dothan gets 6 with 8:12 left in the 3rd. They get on the scoreboard. We have timeout on the field with 8:12 left in the third. So the Tigers are getting set for the extra point attempt. Number 35, Bernard will be, and we have a flag.
That was blocked too.
It was blocked. I thought I heard a whistle.
Oh, there
yeah,
is.
there's
There is
a flag
whistle.
on the far side.
And it's offsides on Northview, so that might be a reason why they blocked it.
So the flag is against the Cougars. It'll just move the ball in half the distance to the goal line, which is a few feet. So Barnard will get another opportunity to kick it, the extra point. This is big because if Dothan can kick this extra point, that will put them back within 3. Up, and it's good. So the score is Northview 10, Dothan 7, and I think we have a game here.
We do have a game, and that's good to see.
We're set to kick off after Dothan puts together an 80-yard drive, capped off with a 20-yard TD pass from Dawsey to Former. This ball's taken on the 15 and brought out to the 30. A 15-yard return by Ricky Millender. So Northview will be starting on their own 30.
Dothan's playing smart on special teams, not kicking to Jabri Barber.
Right, and we have a Dothan Tiger down. That's number 2 for the Tigers, Zay Wimberly.
Yeah.
.803 left in the third, and this is the 40th meeting between the Dothan Tigers and the Northview Cougars. So Wimberly, they're taking him off the field. Hopefully he's okay. We'll keep him in our thoughts and prayers, and and pray that everything's going to be okay for him.
Absolutely. You hate to see that.
Yeah, and we want to take time right now to thank all our responders and thank all our linemen. We've been through a hurricane unlike anything I've seen ever.
Yeah.
I've been through 3 hurricanes living here in Dothan, but this one was just incredible. And our first responders and our electrical department and all have really done a good job of cleaning up the streets, the city, and restoring electricity to the affected areas. And when I say affected areas, that's almost the entire area. And it stands out to all over Houston County, Dale County, Geneva County, and Henry County have been declared disaster areas.
Yep.
And then our neighbors to the south, down in Jackson County and Bay County, we want you to know that you're in our thoughts and prayers too. It's just really, really tough.
Yeah, we got hit hard, but they got hit worse than we did. I mean, it's bad.
And like I said, I just want to thank all of those people that have made a difference. That should be enough for a first down for the Tigers. But for the Cougars, that was number 13, Malachi Harvey.
Oh, there's a flag down. There's a late flag, too. I don't know if that's a sideline warning or what.
I'm not sure. We'll see what the ref has to say. It was against Dothan. It's a big one. 15 yards, and that will move the ball deep, move it into Northview, Dothan territory. So the Cougars have the ball on the 45-yard line.
That's a big penalty right there.
Huge. First and 10 at the 45 of Dothan. The Cougars leading the Tigers 10-7. 1 to 7 minutes left in the third. And good pursuit that time by the Tigers.
There's about 3 of them right there that hit him in the backfield. Had that play snuffed out. It's 25 for Dothan High. Jalen Faison.
A loss of 1 in 2nd and 11. For the Cougars. 6:18 left in the third. Cougars up by 3. A 25-yard Jack Martin field goal is the difference in this game. Boyd Lane cuts out to the outside. He's got some running room, and he almost takes it to the house.
He's got some good speed out there. Was able to kick it to the outside and just scat it down the sidelines and inside the 10-yard line now, so it's probably going to be first and goal here for Northview.
So I tell you, Lane, he turned on the afterburners on that one, and Dothan was lucky to keep him out of the end zone. First and 10 Cougars. Barber goes up the middle, and he takes it near the 5. So it's a 2nd and goal from the 6. Barber is hit at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Yeah, that defensive line for Dothan High is just really stepping up and making it hard for them to run up the middle.
Dothan defensively, they've given up a couple big plays, but, you know, most of the game they play very good.
They really have, you know, and they've been on the field for a good amount of this game. But they're holding in there strong and really, you know, not making it easy for Northview.
Third and goal.
Keeper.
Good open field tackle that time by the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Eric James right there, the senior leader on the defense, and comes up and makes a really good tackle there on Lane.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to walk into the end zone, but a great defensive stop by the Tigers. It brings up 4th and goal from the 3, and looks like Northview's going to go for it.
Yeah, I don't mind this call here. It's a big play in the ball game, though.
This is a huge play. They've got to get it in the end zone, or they'll turn it over to the Tigers. Barber is stopped.
He got in.
He takes it in. From 3 yards out, he barely got it in there.
He did, but, you know, that was just a great play right there to stretch that ball out over the goal line and get in there for 6. So, you know, Northview now up by 9, hoping to be up by 10, and still in command of this football game.
And Barber takes it in from 3 yards out, and the Cougars go up 16-7, and they go for it on 3rd and goal from the 3. And you said it, George. You know, at this point in the game, if you're down there, you've got to try to punch it into the end zone. You were on up by 3.
And it's going to be offsides on Dothan.
So kicking the extra point is number 11, Jack Martin. Number 6, Jack Martin. Up. And it's good. So Northview takes the lead 17 20-7 with 3:57 left in the third over the Dothan Tigers. So Northview puts together a 70-yard drive, capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Jabri Barber to put the Cougars up by 10, 17-7.
And another touchback.
Martin knocks it out of the end zone again. So, you know, why even put anybody back?
I mean, really.
He's definitely a weapon for the Cougars.
I think they only do that because you have to have 11 on the field.
Yeah, yeah. So Dothan will be starting on their own 20. And Dothan put together an 80-yard touchdown drive their last possession. Capped off with a 20-yard TD pass from Dawsey to Fulmer, and we'll see what happens here and see if they can put together another drive and try to keep this one close.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, you know, we're almost done with the third quarter, and time's running out on them, being down by 10. It's a good start right there, though.
A good run that time. So the Tigers pick up a first down. That was Eric James. So the Tigers moving right out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Quick pass out and not much there. Good open field tackle that time by the Cougars.
Yeah, that was Nigel Lee again on the tackle. He's had a really nice game. You know, he's shut down that edge over there for Northview, and he almost had an interception in the first half. So,
I'll tell you something I've noticed tonight. Both teams have been doing a good job of tackling.
they really have.
You know, we've seen games where teams miss a lot of tackles, but both of these teams have made good tackles, especially in the open field.
You're right.
Dawsey, he stays on his feet. He's being pursued, and he throws it away.
Smart play there by Dawsey. Was able to get away from some defenders right there and got outside the tackle box and threw it out of bounds. It was a really smart play by the young man.
3rd and 9, Tigers. The ball's on the 36-yard line. Dawsey,
Man,
boy,
what a
that
play.
one blew up.
What a play by Braxton Dyer right there. That was a heck of a play by that young man.
He's had a good game.
He has. I bet you he leads this area in sacks, too.
So the Tigers will have to punt. Wow, he almost blocked it.
He sure did.
But a punt and he fumbles. Boy, Northview was lucky to get that one back. That was Barber. So Northview will be starting at their home 38. We're down to 2:18 left in the third. They're leading by 10, 17-7. Good defensive play.
That was a heck of a play by number 45 of Dothan. Jamal Harris, that's that middle linebacker again. He's had a nice game.
A loss of 5 So it brings up a 2nd and 15. Cougars want a timeout. So with 1:36 left in the third, the Cougars lead the Tigers 17-7. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 2nd and 15, Cougars. Lane is the quarterback. He drops back. He
Got a
goes
man
deep.
open.
Oh, right through the hands of Harvey. He could have taken that one to the house.
Yeah, that was a touchdown if he catches that ball. I mean, man, it was a great pass there by Lane, a great play call by the coaches, and you just got to execute right there. And unfortunately, it goes through his hands.
So it brings up a 3rd and 15 again. A great opportunity that time by Northview. They let slip out of the hands. They're up by 10, 17-7. 1:30 left in the third. Harvey gets the ball and he breaks a tackle and he's taken down at the 35.
That was a smart tackle right there. I believe that was Eric James again. You know, you can't go high on Malachi Harvey. He's way too strong of a runner. You got to hit him low, and James did right there, and it was a good open field tackle.
And we talked about that. Both teams have been making really good plays in the open field.
They have.
Fourth down, and we have a Tiger down on the other side of the field between the 45 and 50-yard line, Brian. Sure. Had one injury earlier in the game. Zach Wimberly. So I think the Dothan player's okay. So Northview is punting. Back deep for the Tigers. It's number 7, Sam Doss. And punting for the Cougars, none other than Jack Martin. He gets a high, booming kick. Fair catch at the 30 by Doss. So Dothan will be starting on their own 30-yard line. It's getting down to a critical time for the Tigers.
It is. You know, you got to stop Northview here. I'm sorry, you got to get something going here on offense. And, you know, you stop Northview right there. But your offense got to get something going. You know, it's a two-position game. And with both teams liking to run the ball, the clock's going to tick.
1st and 10 from the 30. Dawsey keeps it, and he's hit before he can get back to the original line of scrimmage. A loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Braxton Dyer again. That's a name we've called a lot tonight.
We have in all season.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a great year. He's probably going to be Super 12 player. He should be, at least.
Yeah, this football season is winding down just as the clock has wound down for the end of the third. So we've come to the end of 3. The scores: the Cougars of Northview 17, the Tigers of Dothan 7. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, we're set to start the fourth quarter where the Cougars are leading the Tigers 17-7 in the 40th meeting between the Dothan Tigers and the Northview Cougars. I'm Mick Kirkland.
A fumble.
And we have a fumble, and Northview recovers deep in Dothan territory.
That's Cobb there on the recovery. We've called his name a lot tonight. That's a leader on this defense and makes a big play right there where Dothan needs a score. And, man, Dothan might have just shot themselves in the foot right there.
They did. So Dothan fumble, their second turnover of the game, but it happened deep in Northview territory. So Northview will be starting on the Dothan 28-yard line. So they have a short field. Hand the ball off to Harvey, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. He loses a yard, so it brings up a 2nd and 11. And a quick pass out.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch right there.
Yeah, to number 19 for the Cougars. That's Zay Macon. We hadn't called his name tonight.
No, we haven't. I think that's only the second carry he's had tonight. And, you know, Lane did a good job of faking out the defense right there. You know, faked the handoff to Malachi Harvey, who went up the middle. The defense collapsed on him, and he found Macon to the outside and picked up about 5 yards on second down.
So it's a 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. And they're definitely in Martin's field goal range.
They are. It's a big play here for Dothan High. And they stop him.
Yep. That was Harvey on the carry, and nothing there, so it brings up a 4th down. And there comes Magic Martin.
It's got to be a good feeling in high school football when you can get this, you know, you can be in this range and almost guarantee yourself 3 points.
This would be a 38-yard attempt.
Definitely in his wheelhouse.
Right. We saw him kick a 53-yarder that went 63 yards. Oh, did the wind get that one? Yeah. That one's off. So missed field goal attempt by Northview. And so Dothan comes out ahead on that one because they gave the ball, turned the ball over to Northview deep in their own territory on the deep in their own territory. So Northview not able to capitalize on that Dothan miscue, and Dothan takes over at their own 20. And we're in the fourth with 10:28 left in the fourth. So they've got to get things going here if they want any chance of winning this game, and Northview's got to just keep doing what they're doing.
They do, but Northview's giving them opportunities.
Yeah. So the ball out to the 24, a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Pitch out.
That's Eric James right there.
James gets the first down. He needed to get to the 30. And he gets across the 30 to about the 32.
You know, he does a nice job whenever they put him in at running back. He usually plays receiver for him, but because of injuries, he's had to cross over to running back, and he runs hard.
So 1st and 10, Tigers from the 33. Whoa, almost an incredible interception
I believe
that
it was,
time
yeah, it was
by
Jamari Stacy. He's had a really nice night.
Yes.
He's been all around the football tonight.
First and 10 from the 33. Second and 10 from the 33. Pitch back. Nowhere to go.
That's a nice spin.
But I tell you what, a great effort that time by James. It looked like he was going to be taken down for a loss, and he spun and spun and moved and grooved until he picked up some positive yards.
I was going to say he danced his way into positive yards right there. He's looked really good at running back. I don't know why they haven't had him there more this year.
He has showed a lot of potential here tonight in that position. A flag. Against the Tigers.
Yep. It's not what you need.
Down to 8:22 left. 39 Tigers. Dawson keeps it and moves across the 35 to about the 37. So it's a fourth down for the Tigers, and time is definitely becoming a factor. I think they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, I think you have to right here. I mean, you're down 2 possessions and you need a touchdown, and there's less than 8 minutes left in this quarter, so in this game, I should say. Another false start. You don't need that.
Yeah, so you probably need to go and punt it because that's going to back you on up and make it about fourth and about 11 or 12. Fourth and 12. And Northview should get the ball in good field position after the punt.
Yeah,
but
it's a decent punt.
It's a good punt.
Yeah.
A really good punt.
It is.
And Barber is down by contact at the 20. So that really, Dothan kind of flipped the field that time. And they needed something there. We're down to 7:20 left. The Cougars and the Tigers are battling for the 40th time.
It's a good rivalry.
It is. Dothan holds a slight lead, a 18-22 lead. Good move forward for about 3 for the Cougars.
And I think you're just going to see them milk the clock right here. The way they've been able to move the football, they might just be able to hold on to the ball right now.
Dothan has 2 timeouts left, and Northview has all 3 of theirs.
With the football and in control right now.
If they can get a couple of first downs, they can definitely milk the clock.
Yep.
Barber drives forward out near a first down.
Yeah, and he picks up the first down there. So
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball's at the 32.
they're just taking their time. Probably won't snap it till
Yeah.
about 3 seconds left.
Yeah, they're using the entire play clock. Barber, boy, he gets through the middle, and he picks up another Cougar first down.
He's shifty, Mitt. He's really shifty. He hits that whole hard, and, man, he can get to the next level quick.
And once he gets to that first level, he kicks on the afterburners.
He does. You better wrap him up because he can make a move and take it to the house.
So, like we say, the Cougars are taking as much of the play clock as they can.
Yeah.
5:37 left in the fourth. They're up by 10, 17-7 over the Tigers. Barber tries to get to the outside, and he picks up about 5 and then a flag.
Yep, and they're going to throw a flag right there. He got hit late, got knocked into a table, and shows some good self-control right there. Doesn't get up and want to, defend himself. He just lets Dothan High,
And we have a Cougar down. I think he's going to be okay.
That's good. That's good to see. We've had one too many injuries tonight. It's going to be a personal foul, though.
Yeah, late hit.
Yep. Just got to be smart right there on defense. I can see if he's right there by the sideline or something, but, he was 5-6 steps into the Northview bench before he got taken down.
Yeah, probably a little frustration. That was a frustration penalty.
Definitely. Because you've played your heart out on defense. Both these teams have. It's been pretty much a defensive struggle, and anytime you're in a rivalry game, you want to win that game. And so, sometimes your emotions just get the better of you late in a game like that.
First and 10 from the 38. And a good game that time by Harvey.
Tell you, Northview's got some really good looking running backs between Barber and Harvey.
Oh yes, and we talk about their speed all the time.
Oh yeah, and not only do they have speed, but they got strength too. They don't mind lowering their shoulder and lowering their head and really laying a lick. A lot of times you see guys with speed, they want to kick it to the outside and everything, but those runners, they're true running backs. They hit those holes. They don't shy away from contact. So it's good to see Northview got some players like that.
And off the Barber, and he takes it inside the 30. And, boy, this clock is just ticking right on down. We're down to 4.5 minutes. It's 3rd and short for the Cougars.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 here.
And a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start.
So the false start will back the Cougars up 5 yards. Instead of being 3rd and 2, it'll be 3rd and 7. Under 4 minutes left. Harvey, nothing there, maybe a yard. And timeout. Dothan wants a timeout with 3:30 left in the third. They trail the Cougars 17-7. Fourth and 5.
I bet you we see a hard count right here. Oh. Ooh, nice fake. What a play right there.
Yeah, that was a good play by Lane that time, and he executed it.
Tell you, that was a nice fake handoff right there to spin it and then take it to the outside. I mean, Lane's turned into a good quarterback. You know, he didn't start the year as a starting quarterback, but he's really developed into the leader of this offense.
He really has. We've seen him make some outstanding plays throughout the season. The thing Northview's done tonight, they've done a good job of protecting the ball. We saw earlier in the season where turnovers really hurt them.
That's right.
And they've done a better job of securing the ball.
They look like they've gotten better as the year goes on, and that's what you want to see out of a team. You know, you don't want to stay the same. You want to progress week in and week out.
Harvey takes it to the 20 before he's dropped.
Yeah, about a 5-yard gain on first down.
Second and 4. 2.5 minutes left in the fourth, and like we said, the Cougars are using the entire play clock.
Yeah, they got the ball with about 8.5 left on the clock, so they've had it for 6 minutes so far. Dothan High in a tough spot here. Need something big to happen.
They hand it off to Barber, and he's going to make something big happen if you don't watch it.
You're right.
He picks up a first down. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball at the 12-yard line.
You know, they might be able to run the clock out with just these 4 plays. I don't know. It'd be close. I know them kids are trying to score a touchdown, though.
And Barber may get it, and he's knocked out of bounds just shy of the 5. They're going to say he was out at the 7.
Yeah, 4-yard gain, though.
It didn't look like it, but
No.
it was. .137 left. 2nd and 5. The Cougars can get a first down without getting in the end zone. They need to get to the 2 for a first down.
They call a timeout here.
So with 1:36 left in the fourth, the Cougars lead it 17-7 over the Tigers. 2nd and 5 from the 7. They give it to Harvey. He fumbles the ball, and Dothan picks it up.
Hey, I said they needed something big to happen, and that's something big right there.
A big play. Harvey fumbles the ball, and we just talked about how good Northview had done protecting the ball, and they cough it up at the 5-yard line. So Dothan has a little life here. They take over on the 15. And they have 1:28 to go, 85 yards.
Dothan might have some angels in the end zone here.
Well, it looked like Northview was just finna put this one in the bag and close it. Pass complete, double pass, man open. And
oh, my goodness, man. What are we in for here?
What have we here, George? And we have.
Man.
It would have been a touchdown, but we had a block in the back at the 30.
Oh, man. That'll make you sick as a coach. What a play call right there. What execution and just, I'm sorry, a bonehead move right there where a block in the back is going to negate the touchdown. but
Wow.
penalties thrown at the 30-yard line, so that's going to back them up to the 45. And man.
And that was a pass to Brookins. And man, it
What
was
a play.
right. It was. That
What
was
a
a
play.
great call.
It was.
Great execution, except for the block in the back.
And they need to hurry up and set up because once these chains get down here and get set, that clock's going to start moving again. And they're having a little bit of confusion down there. Shoot.
116. That was an exciting play there.
That was an exciting play.
Especially when the fumble down on the other end, and then Dothan on the first play a double pass and hits it for a big one.
Hey, that's how to awaken a defense right there because I guarantee you they were sleeping on that play.
That time, Dawson kept it. We're down to 104, and Dothan's down to one timeout. And they're going to use their last timeout.
I hate it for that young man that caused the block in the back.
Yeah.
He's going to be hearing that for the next week. I guarantee you.
Especially from
maybe the next 2 weeks.
Cedric Brookins, who would have had a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was just a beautiful pass right there, too. Perfect spiral, hit him in stride, and he was off to the races and shoot. It's tough.
Yep. 104 left in the fourth. Northview leads 17-7. So Dothan has a 2nd and 7. Dawson is waiting, running, being chased.
Better do something. You can't do that.
He should have just thrown that one away.
You can't do that. Cannot take a sack there. Clock's going to run. You have no timeouts. Man.
Yeah, in a case like that, you just throw it away.
Absolutely. Or run out of bounds. That might have just cooked their goose right there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, with 30 seconds left, they haven't even snapped the ball yet.
3rd and about 17.
Ooh.
And that pass was targeted for number 34, Matthew Winfrey. Down to 20 seconds left in the 2018 edition, the 40th time these two teams have played each other. The Northview Cougars and the Dothan Tigers. And look like the Cougars going to win this one. They won last year, too.
Yeah,
Cougars won it last year by a score of 31-3. Look like they're going to win it 17-7. Pass is complete. And he goes out of bounds.
10 seconds left.
I think he's short of the first down.
He is. I think he's got 1 yard to go.
Yes, 4th down.
Yeah, as soon as the ref blows the whistle, this might be the last play of the game.
Northview will move up to 4-4 and 2-3 in region standings, and Dothan will drop to 2-5 and 1-3 in region play.
Oh, I think that was 4th down, Mitt.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I thought it was 3rd. I was play behind. Yep, I mean, Lane takes a knee, so that's going to do it right there.
Yeah, so the Northview Cougars defeat the Dothan Tigers by a score of 17-7, and they win the 40th meeting between the Cougars and the Tigers. On behalf of our cameraman tonight, Brian Nyman, and my cohort tonight, Mr. George Willett, this is Mick Kirkland saying good night, and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.